Hey there, you're watching Go Island, where Art Rave Week is continuing.
Aaron Vissia Financial Go Island is brought to you by Aaron Vissia Financial.
Well, hello there. You are watching Go Island. We are still celebrating Art Rave Week here in the Alberni Valley. And you know, earlier in the week we were in the train station looking at some of the fine juried art, talking to some of the artists. Well, this week we're in a shop, Jenny's Fine Food and Eclectica. She's one of the merchants in the Alberni Valley. I think there's 30 of them, quite a few,
about
maybe
20.
About 20 merchants who have joined in with Art Rave this year and have artists and their art on display in their shops. Now, I'm here with Michael Mellon. Now, Michael is one of the juried artists this year. He's also part of the Art Rave Society. And Michael, having the merchants involved is so exciting, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it is exciting. Not only are we having a juried art show at the old train station, and we're going to have a full festival happening down here at Kingsway in Argyle from the 2nd through to the 4th. Bring the family, it's all free. It'll be fun, there'll be things to do. We'll have tents where the kids can paint and draw, and we'll have demonstration pavilions. We'll have a beer garden and have a lot of fun.
Now, Michael, of course, is talking about the Art Rave Festival, and that's happening on this long weekend. But because it was so much fun last year, they've extended the Art Rave celebration of sorts, the shows, for a whole week. 11 days the art is hanging?
That's right. The art's hanging. The juried art show, which is the main show, is hanging in the old train station, the Alberni train station. It's a very attractive venue, and the art is fabulous.
Oh, I was there the other day. It is fabulous. Totally free exhibit to stop in and see some of the finest art being produced on Vancouver Island. A lot of it local, not all of it local. You'll see Michael's work hanging on the wall.
Look at the art and get on the train. Head out to McLean Mill. Right.
Absolutely. And in fact, we're going to help you get on that train in a little while because I've got some tickets to give away if you keep watching. But we're here in Jenny's and we're talking a little bit about the art on the wall because a lot of merchants, about 20 merchants, are displaying art on their walls. We're going to be talking to the artists in a few minutes whose work is displayed here. This is a great way for them to be supporting this event.
That's right. And the art will be showing in businesses all through August. So
even after the festival is over?
That's right. It goes on and on.
It just goes on and on. Michael, thank you so much for telling me.
Port Alberni is really, in general, is a great supporter of the arts. People love art and they love their community.
Absolutely, and we're so lucky to have a growing artist community. Michael's one of them. He moved to town here. Fine artists making the Alberni Valley his home, and really that's what Art Rave is celebrating, the growing arts community, the growing arts district in this valley, the Alberni Valley Art Rave, the Alberni Valley Art Rave Society. Anyway, we're going to come back in just a few minutes talking to some of the artists whose work is in shops this year. But first, we're going to go check out a farmer's market. Well, welcome back. You are still watching Go Island, midweek of Art Rave Week here in the Alberni Valley, and we are in Jenny's Fine Food and Eclectica down at Kingsway Crossing, talking about the Art Rave artists who are displaying their work in her shop. Now, this is not part of the juried show. This is part of an art demonstration that is going on right until the end of August. Totally free. You can stop in 20 different shops throughout the Alberni Valley to see some of the fine local work that is being produced. And if you're lucky, meet some of the artists like Anne McIver that we're going to meet right now. And your work is so colorful and bright.
Thank you.
Now, why did you decide to get involved with this and to exhibit your art?
I just think it's a great event and really helps feature artists that are in town. There's a lot of great artists in this town.
And have you moved here from elsewhere?
From the Lower Mainland.
From the Lower Mainland. And see, this is what we were talking about. There are so many artists who have moved to the Alberni Valley and made it their home. Is it safe to say there's a growing artist community?
Yes, definitely.
Now, the Art Rave Society created this event to showcase art. Is it working?
I believe so. Yeah. It's growing. Yeah.
And we're looking at some of your art, beautiful work. Are you going to be demonstrating during the festival itself?
Yes, I'll be in one of the tents doing a portrait or probably a portrait.
Probably portrait work. That's a hard word sometimes. Now, that will be during the festival itself, during the August long weekend?
Yes. I'm not sure what day yet.
No, that's okay. Go to the website, Alberni Art Rave 2014. You'll find a full schedule of events. You'll find out when the demonstration tent is over. Anne, thank you so much for talking to us today. I have another artist in the other room because even though Jenny's is such a tiny little shop, she's got room for 2 artists. Joan Ackerman, how are you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
Joan, why did you decide to get involved in this way and have your work on exhibit in shops? Because I know it's not just here, you're in another shop as well.
Well, I'm very honored and grateful that Jenny asked me to put some work in for Art Rave, as did Gail across the street at Gail's Fashion Fitness. And I'm privileged that I have a piece in the juried show at the train station as well. So
You are a triple threat during Art Rave. Holy cow!
it's really wonderful for the artist community that there is an Art Rave group that has been organized, and it gives us an opportunity to showcase some of our efforts that most of us do for fun. But these paintings build up, and it's nice to get some of them out in the community once in a while.
Now, Joan, you are one of the artists who's been painting in the Alberni Valley for some time. Do you see it kind of gaining momentum, the whole art scene?
I think it is gaining momentum. I paint with a group called the Wednesday Painters. It's an opportunity for us to keep each other going, and we'll be painting at Roland Art Center during Art Rave on the 2nd of August. And I think we're all very excited that there is this movement to encourage more interest in the arts in Port Alberni.
Absolutely, and thank you so much for telling me about it. We're all excited that this movement is gaining ground, that the arts community is growing and thriving in the Alberni Valley, and Art Rave is a great way for you to see what's going on and participate in your own community. Now, we do have one more person to talk to. The owner of this fine establishment is going to talk to us a little bit about what it means to merchants to get involved in Art Rave this year. But first, we're going to head off to McLean Mill, where I met a local author, or was it a grandmother? Well, hello again. You are still watching Go Island. We are still talking about Art Rave, but we have stepped out in the sunshine because it's such a gorgeous day. We had to take advantage of it. Now, we are outside Jenny's Fine Foods, Gifts and Eclectica. I forgot gifts the first time around. And we're talking to Jenny Haddock now, the owner of this fine establishment, about why you chose to have artists displaying their work in your shop.
I feel very proud of the artists in this community, and we do display local artisans and artists regularly, so this seemed a great venue for artists to show their work.
And I know you're such a strong community supporter, Jenny. Do you think Art Rave is good for the Alberni Valley?
I think the Art Rave Festival is a fabulous addition to the arts culture in Port Alberni, and it's right downtown near the Harbor Quay and the train station, and it's just a good feeling in this part of town that's still rebuilding itself, really. We're all working on that.
Now, you were at the festival last year. You were here in this location last year. So I was down here at this spot last year enjoying Art Rave. What was it like for you as a merchant? How was the weekend?
The weekend was amazing. It was just full of people out and about, milling around, looking at the artisans in full swing, actually producing art from pottery to wood carving to drawing. It was a really great festival.
There was such a good vibe down here. There's music all weekend again this year, I know. Have you been looking at the schedule?
Yes, I'm actually on it partly maybe, but the band I play with more Masala are, and there's a fair number of musicians that are local here.
Okay, Jenny Haddock, partly maybe on the schedule, on stage with her band. Jenny, thank you so much for telling me about it today. There is so much going on all week long, but this weekend at the Art Rave Festival, you really do need to go online to their website, Alberni Art Rave 2014. Check out the schedule of events and check it regularly because things change. As you know, things change in this community pretty fast. Now, we're almost at the end of our show, but before we go, we're going to send you to a couple more stories. Well, it does bring us to the end of another Go Island. Art Rave Week, though, is going to keep on going right through the August long weekend, and merchants like Jenny's are going to be exhibiting art right through the end of August. Now, earlier on, I gave you a little tease. I told you that I was going to make it a little bit easier for you to take the train trip to the mill. Well, I am. I've got a family pass to use any day that the train is running. All you have to do is find our Facebook page, Shaw TV, Port Alberni, private message us. Don't post it. Private message us with the name of one of the artists whose work is being exhibited this week in Jenny's Fine Foods, Gifts and Eclectica. Now we're going to do a random draw among those entrants and we'll give somebody a train pass. Until we meet again, be good to each other.
Aaron Vissia Financial Go Island is brought to you by Aaron Vissia Financial, supporting community and providing personalized advice and service to clients since 1996. Our team is ready to help you with your financial future.